Hi all. Today we are going to discuss programming problem which was asked in TCS Digital Capability Exam for Associates on 28th January 2021. Before starting this video, I would like to tell you that uh, the problem statements which were asked on 20th February 2021, for those problems I have already made a video, and you can you can check the description, and uh, you can know about those problems also along with the solution. I have made video about them. Okay, so for today's video, let's start with the problem statement. So there were actually two problems, and I have discussed this. I will discuss this one problem in this video. Okay. So the problem statement was like this: that you are given a list of numbers which consist of series in an incremental order. Okay, in an incremental order. Calculate and print the sum of series having maximum sum. Okay, the input will like this, that the first will be n, which is the total number of elements in the list. Okay, and for output we have to output sum of series having maximum sum. Okay, so let's understand the problem with the test cases. So we can see that in first sample test case they have given uh, 5 as a total number of elements. Okay, so there will be 5 elements in there are 5 elements in series. Okay, so we can see that we are having 2 here. After that we are having 3 here, so it is an incremental order. So this consists as a this can be uh, we can consider it as an incremental series. After 3 there is 12, so also we can consider is as it as incremental series. Okay, so 2, 3 and 12. After 12 there is 9, so it is less than this it's a previous element. So that's why the first our first series ends at 12. It starts with 2 and ends at 12. Okay, so we can maintain another array. Okay, and we can store the value of first series. We can store the sum of first series in this second array. Okay, so we can say that 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 12 17. So sum of first series is 17, so we are storing it as it in another array. After that we will increment index of this array, so whatever new sum comes we will store it at another index. Okay, so after 12 we can see that we have 9, and after 9 we have 10. So this is also another incremental series. So 10 plus so 9 plus 10 is 19, so we will store 19 here. Okay, in the second array. Okay, so this is an input array, and in output array we are maintaining list of sums. Now as an output we have to give a number which is having maximum sum. Okay, okay, we have to give sum of series having maximum sum. So we can see that 19 is maximum sum we are getting. So as a result output of the first sample test case is 19. Okay, so we can see output is 19. Now in second sample test case they have given 3 as n. So okay, I forgot to give 3 as an input here. So 23, 22 and 20. Okay, so here n here 3 is given for n, so total number of elements in the series will be 3. Okay, so we are having three elements in the list. So we can see that the first element is 23. After 23 we have 22, which is less than the first element. So that's why this series starts with 23 and ends at 23. Okay, so the sum of first incremental series is 23. After that, we can say that we can see that we are having 22. After 22, we are having 21. So 21 is less than 22. So second incremental series ends here. So we have to store 22 as the next sum. Okay. And after 22, we are having 21. So we can store it. Uh, so we, okay. Now as a result, we have to get the maximum sum of the incremental series. Okay. So here we can see it is 23. We can, and we can check in test case also it is 23. So now let's write code for this. And okay, so first we are having n as an input. Okay, so we are taking n as an input. After that, we have to, okay, one thing I need to mention is that all the list are a new line separated. Okay, so whatever elements we are providing in as a input are new line separated and not in row manner. Okay, so that we need to take care. So first we took n as an input. After that, we are maintaining one array for in which we will store input uh, elements. Okay, so first we are filling array with zero values, so we'll override that array once we are getting the input. So this we are running a loop from 0 till n minus 1. So we'll store the we'll take input values inside this array. Okay. Hmm. After that, now we have to maintain us. We'll need to maintain another array. I already told you that we are storing values in another array. Okay, that's why we need to maintain another array. And in this second example, we can see that the value of input array was elements in input array was 3, and in output array also elements were 3. So maximum possible elements in second array could also be same as input array. So for safety, we are taking array length as n only, which is same as input array. Okay, now after this we'll maintain a index. So I also told you that once we are storing value in second array, we are incrementing index. Okay, so that's why we need to maintain an index also. First, initially it will set to 0. After this, what we can do, we can maintain a sum variable. Initially we'll set its value to a of 0. Okay, so value of this first element will be stored in some value. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll start our loop with the second element. So for example, here the value of 2 will be stored in some variable, and our loop will start from here till end. Okay, so for I in range, uh, range will start from 1 to n. Okay, uh, so now here we are checking condition. If a of I is greater than or equals to a of I minus 1, then we are adding that value to some variable. Okay, we are adding that current elements value. See, I will explain. So if we can see that this second element 3 is greater than 2. Okay, that's why we are maintaining sum of it. So initially value of sum was 2, now it will be 2 plus 3 5. After 3 there is third element 12, which is greater than 3. So that's why we'll add value of 12 to the sum also. Okay, so that's way 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 12 17. So this is the way we are getting 17 here. Okay, so this is what we are checking in first if condition. Now in else, if the value of current element is less than the previous element, then what we are doing, first we are storing the value of sum b of index. So we are storing value of sum in b of index. Okay, so first we stored the value in the second array. After that we are incrementing the index. So we'll do something like index plus equals 1. Okay, and after that we need to maintain we need to maintain new value to the sum. Okay, so what does I mean by that is we have to give new value, okay, to the sum variable, because here we are having 17 as a sum. After that we have to reset the value of sum to the first element. Okay, so that's why what we are doing, we are storing value of current element inside the sum, the same way we are doing here with a of 0. Initially we set value of first element to the sum variable. Same way we are also setting the value of new element, new list, first element of new list to the sum variable. Okay, and now we are checking for one another condition for the last element. Okay, so when our loop comes to the last element, we need to check for one more condition, is that if a of I is greater than equals to a of I minus 1, and and index is last, means I is equals to n minus 1. Okay, so in this case what we are doing, b of index is equals to sum. Okay, now what I did here, let me explain. If our loop comes at last, okay, so 10 is greater than 9, so what will happen, the control goes to this condition satisfies, and some value of sum will be incremented, but it will not be stored in our second array. Okay, so we are maintaining our second array. Value of 9 plus 10 is equals to 19 will be stored inside sum, but it will not go in the second array. Okay, so to store the value inside the second array, we are checking this additional condition for specifically the last element. Okay, and after that it is simple, we just have to print maximum element from second array, which is b. Okay, so now let's test our code. Python sum. Okay, so first 5 total number of elements, then 2 3 12 9 10. Okay, so then 2 3 12 9 10, and we can see that 19 is the result, because 19 is maximum. After that we are having three elements as second input, and elements are 23 22 and 21. We can see that 23 is the output. Okay, because 23 is the maximum sum among them. Okay, so so this is how we can do this problem and solve. So thank you guys for watching our video. If again, if you want to uh, check our video about problems asked on 20th February. Please check our previous video, which is there in description also. And thank you for watching. Please like our video if you and comment also if you are having any doubts. Thank you.